7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
There we go. We'll try that button. Man. Oh, man. It's Wednesday night. It's Weeby Talon. I thought I was going to be solo, but John made it. I'm Captain Eric Hasty, and that is...
What the cat drug in.
What the cat drug... Right at the last minute, too.
Last second. Wow. All's right in here.
Wow. Man, we're going to have a good show for you tonight. Oh, yes. It's here. Them little convicts are finally out there doing their thing on the regular. They're hitting it hard, John. They're hitting it hard.
Yeah, everybody's killing them.
It's you drop a bait and boom.
It's kill time now. Time to kill the convicts.
They've been out there for a few months on the slow, but they're out there doing it now. Doing it and doing it well.
It's like a late breeding season.
Yeah. So we don't have any Captain's Corner tonight. Nobody sent us a Captain's Corner, but we do have some spotted by. We'll talk about the sheepshead. I said I was kind of planning on being here all by myself, so having you here's got me all discombobulated.
All alone again. So I screwed everything up.
No, not at all. No. What? You want to?
No.
You want to go?
I'm hungry.
Oh, well,
let's just leave and go.
Well,
see you guys.
I was told something earlier in confidence, and I can't divulge it, but it had something to do with food, and it sounded good.
Something to do with food and confidence.
Yeah. I can't talk about it. Though. Maybe next week, but right now can't talk about it. But it did make me hungry.
Nothing wrong with that.
So we're going to talk about Bonnie this evening. We got some good stuff to give away. Q8 baits coming up in stores near you, so got all kind of stuff. Kev Dog says they won trivia last night. There we go.
5 in a row. They didn't get the last question right, but I knew the answer to the last question. I could have helped.
So they screwed it up less than everybody else then, I guess?
Yeah,
okay.
But I could have helped them.
Yeah,
We could have got the last question.
Nice.
I knew the answer to the last question.
Nice.
So Danny told me the question. I was like, oh, that's such and such. And Danny's like,
yeah, nice. Well, let's see who's on here. I don't know what happened to it, but Denise was on here earlier this morning as the first commenter. And then Dale followed up, but Tyler seems to be the first one on there now. And then he said, I'm too late again. And he says, no, I'm too early. Yeah, we are back to that 8 o'clock start time. Frost is on there. What's happening, buddy? Christy from North Carolina. Chris, good evening. There's Kev Dog. Doug's on there. Ty, good evening. David's there. Bonnie with State Farm's on. There's Jessica. Oh, Kev Dog says that's 6 in a row now. Yeah,
that's more than a dynasty.
Thomas is there. What's happening, buddy? You got James. Is James here too, or just you flying solo tonight?
They don't want to do the beach bum challenge
Well,
anymore.
the Doug doesn't like to do it.
I know.
They don't have anybody with skill.
John's undefeated. See?
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Hi from Italy. Wow.
So she was driving down the road and it come up on a sign and it said Q8. And she's like, stop the car. We got to take a photo. So she took a photo of Q8 on the
That's
side.
awesome.
She was like, what? And she was wearing my Q8 shirt.
Mm-hmm.
So she's got the Q8 shirt on with the Q8 sign. It's like, okay, that's weird. Very weird.
So one of the owners of Q8 Super Baits is Cheryl. And I'm playing music bingo last night. On my screen, everybody playing their little block is tea tiny. I can barely make out the names. and it said somebody there was Cheryl, and I think it said 08 or 08 or whatever. So I'm like, wow. Cheryl's here. Because I'm in my mind.
Yeah, in your mind,
it Cheryl Q8, and I'm looking, and
it's not her.
I'm like, okay, that's not it.
They had some funny names last night.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, at your show.
Oh, yeah.
It's funny because you don't know what the name's going to be, and then you say it real fast. It's like you're looking around like, who the heck named themselves that? That's kind of the part of the fun of it, I guess.
Oh, yeah. There's Taryn. What's going on? Casey's on. Yo. He caught some fish this weekend.
I thought it was Blah Blah Black Sheep, not Blah Blah Stripe Sheep.
Yeah. Let's see that. What is that?
Blah Blah
Biosamine?
Biosamine.
Yeah.
Biosamine.
All right.
What does biosamine mean? Biosamine.
I don't know.
Biosamine. I don't. Do you
the
know
faster
biosamine?
you say it, the
Biosamine.
Yeah.
I'm Googling biosamine. See what that means.
There you go.
There's
Melissa.
Got to be some kind of meaning behind this.
Melissa's there. All right. So we're getting a few people checking in.
Biosamine.
Yeah. What do you got?
Biosamine is not a word. It is a word with a C.
Yeah.
It is biogenic amines are naturally occurring low molecular weight organic bases produced by the metabolism of plants, animals, and microorganisms, some of which are important neurotransmitters and hormones. They are formed by the decarboxylation of amino acids or by amination and transmination of aldehydes and quininones.
Wow.
So our biomosine has got a killer name. Elaborate, biomosine. We need elaboration.
We need something. There's Denise. Denise is back on there.
Denise is back.
All right.
Denise saw a girl on there and she came in.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's funny. Well, John, you know how we always started off. Blackwater Fishing Club. If you guys haven't joined it or, have any interest in that yet, you need to go check it out.
Go pay your dues.
So not this weekend, but next week they'll have their meeting for April and the tournament following. So that's always fun. So that'll be Thursday night. I'll tell you when you come and get your. Oh, side by side. I saw an X in the middle, and I'm like, I'm pausing
right,
before I read that word.
Now. All right, I know who it is now.
Yeah.
He said it comes with a couple items.
Yeah.
If I buy it, I get a
nice.
couple things with it.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, hell no, I don't want it. He said, not for me. I was like, thank God.
Okay. Nice. There you go. I liked it better when it was a plant-based.
I'm telling you, plant-based amino acid glucosamine. It's got to be that guy.
But yeah, Blackwater Fishing Club, the first Thursday of every month, upstairs, 7:00, Blackwater Fishing, or the Blackwater Bar and Grill there in Yankeetown. And then the tournament follows. And it's always a fun tournament. This thing doesn't cost anything. And the winning lottery numbers.
Coke and.
Yeah. No, there's something I always kind of say when somebody asks me, what do I need? He's leaving something blank. Because this show was a PG.
No, he can't put on there what he wants to put on there that he told me. That word, that's just a 2-letter word.
Yeah. Oh.
It's 2 letters. That's why I said I don't want it from you. I'll pass. Hard pass.
Yeah.
I don't want your side by side.
Oh, check it out. Kev Dog says Lisa Fitzgerald will be their speaker.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
April.
She's coming.
Yeah,
Forgot about that.
Awesome. Yeah, so she always does a good.
She does a great job.
Yeah. I like it when she talks about staying there at the Blackwater when it was Isaac Walters, or Walton's, the actual lodge. She used to stay there as a kid, so that's pretty cool. She's got some neat stories. John, who went to the Mario Fish Talk seminar last night? Did anybody go? Fill us in. Let us know. Was it good? Was it entertaining? Was it informative?
Who was the guest, Mario?
Vincent, I believe. Captain Vincent.
Sabatier.
Captain Vincent.
Sabatier.
Yeah.
In his name, Sabatier?
Sabalabading dong. So, yeah, if anybody went, let us know in the comments, if it was good. I mean, I know it was good. Everybody has a good time when they go to that.
Yep.
And
Fish Talk was good. That quick.
Some of us got to work in the evening.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, there you go, Thomas. There you go.
You got to push that bingo. Bingo pusher.
Dude, I'm not going to lie. Bingo's paying the bills and fishing charters is bonus money.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it's come down to.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah, well, good deal. All right. Well, Thomas, thank you for chiming in there. It was good. Hopefully, like I said, very informative.
And to get her readers so she can see what Denise wrote. That's
know
funny.
what you're stepping
You got to
in.
have those.
Yeah.
We get old, man. We can't hear. We can't see. We can't walk. We can't run.
Dude,
Terrible.
I bent over to pet the dog today, and I
Got him
almost
rib?
did a head over. No, just almost did a head over heels. I was like, whoa!
That was like that girl that tripped over your speaker stand. She went down so slow, with slow motion, but she knew she didn't want to hurt herself, so she tucked and rolled. She went bloop bloop bloop.
I saw that, but she was already so close to the ground.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
she was probably
little.
what, 4'3"?
She was little.
She was 4'3" and double D,
and had big shoes.
Yeah,
on.
big. She had big shoes.
Big shoes on. Yeah.
Big. Well,
see, look, now you've hurt Melissa's feelings, John.
I didn't say you were old.
Remember, that was John.
I did not say you were old.
It was
That's
not
not what
you.
I said. I said when you get older, you need glasses.
Yeah.
And say you were old. You're younger than me.
So Bonnie says we were there. It was good. All right. There was some good tips shared. That Mario didn't even know.
Oh, boy.
Wow. Got to be there to know. Nice.
Wow.
Yeah. Nice. Cool beans. Well, that's a good deal. Well, Thomas, take that and go. Go catch fish.
Use it. Take that and use it. Can you type it out in the thing so I know?
Yeah. Put it in the comments.
Type it out in the comments so I know what it is.
John Lickety Split with Shasty McNasty Fishing Charters can get you currently out there on them red grouper, or we can get you out on the hogfish. Right now, we can definitely get you on the sheepshead for not too much longer, I would imagine.
You go, way out, get the red grouper, come back in, get the hogs, then go get the sheephead and have a heck of a trip.
Well, see, that would be different tier pricing, but yeah, we can make all that happen. Yeah,
$6,000, just take them wherever they want to go.
Yeah, we're going to Mexico.
No, Gulf of America. You can't make it to Mexico.
But I like
you run out of fuel.
Not with $6,000. We can stop and get fuel time.
Where are you going to get fuel out there?
Well, we're going to follow Florida down.
We'll get
in, and then we'll get, Yeah. How you want to get there? I can't make it if we just go
straight across.
Yeah,
you got to just go for it.
You better get in that aeroplane.
You got to go for it. Just go for it.
Melissa, you're talking to the choir. Is Denise saying you're old? Is that how I read that, John?
Oh, I am old.
But I think Denise called you old.
Denise isn't old.
I didn't say Denise was old. She called you
younger.
old.
They're younger than me.
Because you're old.
I know. It happens.
I just turned 40.
Crap happens.
Killing
I
me.
know 30's starting to hurt me back. Dude, 30. Go backwards.
Still got people believing that I just turned 40. And
yeah, but I got good hair, though.
You do. Yeah,
I do got good hair. I don't care what happens. Might not be able to see you. Might not be able to hear you. Might not be able to chase you. But I have damn good hair. And you know how many times I've been told I have good hair in the last 3 weeks? Everybody. I'm talking about everybody. Even guys. Guys. Wait a minute. That's this guy telling me I got nice hair. That's kind of weird, dude. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of weird. Is that weird?
No, not in today's society.
I mean, I don't know.
John.
I mean, but it's kind of weird. To me, anyways. I accepted it, but it was kind of weird.
You took it for what it was. I like it. Yeah, all right. And another shameless plug. John, I'm lots older.
Denise, I'm 65. I know you ain't older than me. I'm way older than you.
She said lots older.
No, I'm 65, and she ain't older than me.
Another shameless plug. We're talking about the old music bingo there. If you haven't come and checked out our locations, you need to come see us. It's a lot of fun. We do have a blast. It doesn't matter what location we're at. We do have some fun.
It is fun. You got to come, man. You got to come to these things because it's great.
And we're doing it 3 nights a week.
I'm lots older than you. No, you're not, Denise. You're not older than me.
We're kicking around maybe picking up a Friday night, but the thing with that is I can't do it consistently Friday nights because we have to go away for the Florida Redfish Series. Yeah, well, so we got to travel.
Yeah, so you would have to do it like twice a month somewhere.
Something.
They do that though because because Willard's does it twice a month.
Mm-hmm.
So I know there are bars out there. You
Sure.
can pick it up twice a month, like the first of the month and the last of the month.
Yep.
Because ours are usually in the middle when we go. I got to find us a house. Oh my gosh, I haven't booked a house yet from Panacea. I looked, I couldn't find one.
Well, maybe we could find one of them last minutes like we you got there in Steenahatchee. Yeah, because that was a good last minute.
Yeah, that was a good last minute pickup.
Yeah.
But I've been looking and I ain't been happy of what I want to find. I've been recruiting. Should be a good crowd tomorrow.
All right, Bonnie, we're gonna see. We're gonna see.
I'll be there.
What do you think, Bonnie? Outside again tomorrow, or should we go back
Inside?
It's not gonna be cold.
Inside.
Tomorrow.
Inside
sucks.
Inside, much better.
I like to jam
Inside.
it, and you can't jam it inside.
Oh yeah, you can. You can jam it right up in there.
Mm-mm.
Inside.
I'm all.
Inside.
You put baby in a corner, and nobody puts baby in a corner.
Baby's fine.
I can't.
Back baby up in the corner.
I can't dance. I
Yeah,
can't
you
do
can.
whatever.
You were. Hey, Eric was singing last night.
Mm-hmm.
Eric sang last night.
Dude, I'm a hell of a singer, John.
And,
Have you heard this voice?
And I was like, "What the heck are you doing?" And then he was singing.
Mm-mm. You know what we were doing? The old Sweet Caroline
John
thing.
1968. Bad math, Denise. Bad math.
I don't think the Sweet Caroline bop bop bop.
Bop, bop. You were saying, I'm telling you, you sang Sweet Caroline. I heard it come out your mouth. I heard it.
Huey, baby Huey.
Huey.
Who's
There
Huey?
is a baby Huey.
There is a baby Huey, but
Huey,
that's
Huey,
but
Huey.
are we referring to a helicopter? What are we talking
Yeah, there. I have the contract for the Hueys.
about? Yeah, something. I don't know.
I do.
Chris,
I have the originals.
Chris gets in that special sauce, and
Yeah.
then his comments don't
They're
always make
weird.
sense.
Yeah. When he speaks to what's that girl's name? Eliza on there. Ariel, what's her name?
Uh-oh.
Oh, Ben.
That's the kind of names we get in music.
Oh my God. Oh God, old Ben Dover. I know old Ben Dover. I like him.
Hey, and tipping is great, but subscribing sometimes even better. We got a new subscriber, Jacob Dover there.
He's related to Ben Dover.
Oh, yeah, could be.
Jacob Dover and Ben Dover are related. They're brothers.
And if you wanna
Oh
subscribe,
my God.
all you got to do is hit that subscribe button, get that little notification bell, and you too will be aware of when we go live on a Wednesday
I
night.
like crying cat sounds. I sing good too. Bonnie singing in the shower, crying dying cat sounds. Oh man, that's the way I sound. I'm great in the shower by myself.
Yep.
Heather's dogs like it.
Yeah.
They listen to me.
Yeah.
They sit there and they go like this.
They get you to
They look up.
the head first.
Oh yeah, they do the heads first, and then the water hits them in the face, and they back out.
Oh.
He'll stick
All
his
right.
head too far in there, and the water will hit him.
Mhm. I guess. So, John, this is a special Captain's Cove tip of the week.
It is.
You know how they used to do like an after-school special? It was
Uh-huh.
special. You know, this is special.
Uh-huh.
And you'll know why here in just a second.
They got something on sale.
You ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
Here we go.
Let's see something.
Hey guys, Captain Cove, Andrew here. Tip of the week's going to be new stuff, new baits, but they've been used for quite some time. We're just catching on to this trend. Q8 baits. They smell super good to the fish, not so much to you, but they got a lot of bait in them. They're super tough. It's like a gulp, a lot tougher. Match them up on your favorite jig heads. Something bright I like to use, or something natural, maybe if you're fishing in clear water, and that could get the bite going. But we got some curl tails, some shrimp, and we got a fluke style bait they call the bullet. All of these work super, super good, and that's why we stock them here at Captain's Cove now. I'm Andrew at Captain's Cove, that's your tip of the week.
People buy them.
All right, there you go. Good deal. So Q8 Super Baits now
Up in the cove.
in stock at Captain's Cove Outfitters.
Up in the cove.
It is. It is. We even had while I was there, the gentleman, we'll just call him Danny. walked in
Danny.
there. He's like, "Where's those Q8 baits?" I said, "Danny, they don't even have them out of the box yet. They just kind of came
No, he
in."
wanted them.
So
He told me he was coming to get them.
Andrew went to tearing open boxes, and Danny was the first one to buy
Yeah,
some Q8s
yeah. Danny
in
told
there.
me
Yeah.
he was on his way to go pick up Q8 baits. I'm like, what are you talking about? He goes, I'm going to Q8 baits. I'm like, okay.
So, as far as the Q8 bait things go, so Cedar Key Bait and Tackle. They're not quite open yet. I talked to them today just to follow up, see how they were doing. They think they're going to open up probably maybe in the next week. They'll have the Q8 baits there in Cedar Key. There's 2 places in Inglis. Captain's Cove Outfitters has them, and Hook, Line, and Sinker has them.
Yeah.
I just met with Pete's Pier the other day. They are supposed to make an order on Thursday, tomorrow, so Pete's Pier's going to have them.
We got Q8 baits.
And then the Ace Hardware in Homosassa has them.
Oh,
so
shoot.
those are all places that you could go get your
Q8!
hands on some Q8
It's great.
baits. Yeah.
And they work.
Oh, no, they do.
You're going to
They
be
do work.
surprised when you start throwing a Q8 bait, how happy you're going to be.
Yeah. Well, if the fish is there, they're going to eat it. I'll just put it that way. If you're not fishing where the fish are, nothing's going to work for you. But
No, he wasn't asking for anything free. He bought.
no, he bought.
No, that man's been wanting to buy them
he
for a
bought-
long time.
He bought 3
Yeah,
packages.
yeah, he told me he was coming in to get them.
Yep. Yep, there you go. Thomas says, awesome to hear. We can go grab some Q8 local. There you go. So I think Captain's Cove has 3 different styles. They've got the shrimp, they've got the bullet, and they got the curly tail. So
And they don't have
they're
the
going to
tackle
start.
too?
They're going to start with those,
start
and,
with
and if those move, whatever, they'll start to get some more stuff up in there.
There
So
you go.
that's cool. So. And like I said, just excited for, Pete's Pier to put in their order, and they'll have it. Like I said, when they put in an order, it takes about 3 or 4 days, and they'll get them in. So maybe sometime next week, we'll get an update that Pete's Pier actually has them in the store. They said it'll go up on that big bait wall that they've got in there. If you've ever walked into Pete's Pier, they just got one big
wall.
paintball, just all baits,
The wall of
Yeah.
death.
So it'll put some killing on some
That's
fish.
the wall of death right there. Which one am I going to use to kill a fish today? The wall of death.
Yeah. So John, this is normally we'd slap in some Captain's Corners, but
Ain't got none.
apparently nobody went fishing, I guess.
No.
Or they just got tired. I know what it is. I complimented Dale last week on how well he was doing.
They couldn't.
and then
they
everybody
couldn't
was
bring up the
intimidated
standards.
on how good Dale was doing. And
The
they're like,
standards.
well, I'm not going to do it no more.
I ain't got no 5K like Dale.
Yeah. And that's not, so
Uh-oh, you're in trouble. There it is. There it is. Right there. Trouble. You blew it. Jessica sent you one. You didn't get it. Way to go, Eric.
if my Captain Corner hasn't shown you yet, they catch them. I looked twice today, unless you just sent it right before we went on the air. I didn't have it.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yep.
Eric be checking.
Twice, because I
Twice.
had time today.
It's right underneath Jessica Hanovich. If you look at your phone there,
Yeah,
look at your phone. It's right under Jessica Hanovich.
Yeah.
Oh boy, here we go.
Yeah.
I'm going to help him. I'm going to make sure he doesn't cheat and lie, Jessica. I'm going to be the checker here.
Yeah, hold on. Let me get to, go away. Oh, goodness. Now,
Oh, they're downloading now.
yeah.
Hey, he just got Wi-Fi.
No, yeah.
The Wi-Fi's working.
Hold on. Let me get,
Oh boy, I hear the dinger going off.
hold on. So I just got a new phone, so I got to figure this thing out here.
mhm.
Where's menu? Here
What
we
is that,
go.
a 14? Or what is that thing?
I think it's the same thing you've got.
Oh, you got a 24 or 23?
5.
25. Oh, you got
Yeah.
5. Oh,
Yeah.
shoot. No, I don't have 5. You got 25?
I got 25.
I got to go to the dang. Oh, there it is. Jessica.
8:24 p.m.
Yeah, okay, that ain't going to make the show.
Yeah.
That ain't going to make the show, girl. No, that's when you downloaded it, you goober. That's when it downloaded, not when she sent it. It's the download.
What's the download?
The download is 8:24. She
No.
sent the thing to you this morning.
Oh, no.
Yeah. See? You goober. AM. Goob.
September 11th.
AM.
September 11th, 2024, 10:56. That's what you're saying.
AM.
Yeah. That's what we like to call
Hey,
a real
yeah.
old one.
That's a real old. That's an old one. that thing back in the day.
But she did send a thumbs up.
Oh,
at
yeah. She
8:20.
gave you a thumbs up. I'm checking because I sent it this morning.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
Well, it didn't go through. Nope, there it is. I heard the dinger go off.
heard the
She
dinger.
just came in. It just came in.
Yeah.
You gotta
No,
watch
that's
too.
something from David Holly.
Oh,
What else?
this is bull crap.
Yeah. Oh, no, he likes something. Yeah.
Oh.
I don't- Oh,
This
yeah.
Why you got watches too, man? I'm not. You got a 25 and watches, and I got this old 24 and no watches.
I'm not going to lie to you. So my phone bill was super duper high. And I was on a plan that was from back when I was in the oil field days, so it was supposed to be like a super duper plan. For just Stacy and I, for our 2 phones and all that good stuff, my bill was like $250.
Holy smokes, forget that crap.
So I walked into AT&T the other day and I said, hey, look, we need to do something. I said, my wife's phone's broken and we need to upgrade phones and I need my bill to be a lot less.
I need new phones and a cheaper deal.
So that
it worked?
That young man said, what? And then
we good thing you got the rookie.
So when he sat down and he says, well, you have a really old plan. And I said, yeah, but it's the unlimited. It's everything, And I said, but why is it so? When your normal unlimited is $79 or whatever. He says, well, I could get you this. I can get you new phones. And I can get you watches.
Wow.
Okay.
What's his name? I
don't know.
I need to go see that boy.
AT&T.
AT&T. I need to go see that guy. Hey, man, this bug crap.
Yep. So
I don't have a 25.
And the reason I brought that up is when I filmed, because we were talking about Dale doing his in the 18K and everything looking good on his. I just filmed Andrew this afternoon, and that's like the first thing I filmed with his phone. And I do have to go in and kind of figure it out and change settings and all that because it didn't quite look right, on the Captain's Cove tip of the week thing there. So still got to make some adjustments, but, is what it is. But, yeah.
Can't let you have a 25 and I got 24. This is just wrong.
Well, and it's the...
Do you like it?
Hold on. Let me see. Let's see if they're the sames. Yeah, so they must be the same thing, the Ultras or whatever. Yeah.
So I got the Ultra.
Yeah.
But I don't got 25. What's yours do, mine don't?
Just mine.
I mean, I know it's just yours. I know it's just yours.
I have no idea because I had a S20 or 21 or something. So it's, we're 4 years removed from the time we had a phone. So I don't know. All right. So like I said, insert Captain's Corner here. We're not there. Bonnie was State Farm. If you haven't got a quote yet with Bonnie, you need to look up her number right there, 352-484-0905. Bonnie or one of her capable staff will get you hooked up with a quote that and hopefully save you some money.
And if you order today only,
right now,
she
loves it when you call.
Exactly. You will receive a free CD of Bonnie singing in the shower of a dying cat. What a deal! Is that not a deal? Dying cat sounds.
Views expressed by this show, man. Real, take it with a grain of salt.
Not a real dying cat. The voice of a dying cat. It's like a free bamboo steamer.
Well, so we talked about last week Bonnie's competitions, contests that we always have, and we were talking about Easter egg hunts and all that good stuff again. And she says, "You know what? I got a good idea." I said, "Oh, okay." She said, and we'll start this in April. We're going to do like a State Farm trivia kind of question. And I guess like the first 5 people get the right answer. We'll keep up, we'll do a draw somehow or another, but there's going to be some drawing, we'll draw whatever, somehow or another, it'll come to a conclusion where we get some people like they won this week, you won next week, so on and so forth. Then we'll have a draw for the real, for the prize. So yeah.
So there's small prizes up to a big prize.
No. It'll just be your prize will be getting your name in the big end all bucket.
Okay.
For the prize.
So we ask
so
a
there'll
State
be like
Farm question.
qualifying rounds.
Yeah, we ask a State Farm question.
Yeah.
Person gets it right.
Something
goes into the qualifying bucket.
Yeah.
And then they win a brand new car.
Possibly. I mean, I never can tell what Bonnie's going to give away. It'll be one of them little smart cars with State Farm all over. That'd be pretty
State
awesome.
Farm race car.
Yeah.
Hey, that'd be a collectible.
They have a State Farm race car.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh,
got to. They're insurance, after all.
I don't watch
Jeff Gordon probably drives it.
That was the Rainbow Warrior.
The Rainbow Warrior.
Was it? Yeah.
It was the Rainbow
DuPont.
Warrior.
Is that it?
Yeah, DuPont. DuPont.
You should be impressed because I don't know a damn thing about turning.
I should be impressed that you knew that right there. That's amazing right there. That is absolutely amazing. DuPont paint job.
I always laugh that all my racing knowledge come from Days of Thunder and Talladega Nights.
Yes,
that's where all my
Ricky Bobby.
racing-
If you ain't first, you're last. That's all I can remember. And there's a cat in the car, then you got trouble. If there's a cat in the car, it's not good. Oh yeah, and don't get kicked out of Applebee's.
So I know it's still early. We got a long way for November, but we're just fishing it out there. Make sure it's fresh in everybody's mind. You know that we the Bonnie State Farm tournament right there. This will be the third one coming up November 8th.
It's amazing,
So
and it's big.
Put that on your calendars, boys and girls.
Her tournament's
coming up.
big.
It is. It is. Oh, where does that?
See, they got lots of die-cast cars. See, they've always got the die-cast cars, and they're collectible. It's funny because when a company makes a die-cast car, you don't get that many of them. They're not like out there everywhere. You just get like a few of them. And I have like several from different companies. Oh yeah, I got a lot of race cars from several different companies. Oh yeah, Sign. I got Dale Earnhardt Jr., Jeff Gordon.
So that was Dale Earnhardt's kid.
Junior, yes. Oh, no, that was the dad. The junior was the dad.
Telling you, man, I am up to speed on
Ricky
kids
Bobby's
racing.
brother. That was Ricky Bobby's brother.
Oh man.
Oh man.
I know we already hit on it, John, but get out there now that you know where you can go get some Q8s.
Yeah, go buy them.
Go out there and get them.
They're local.
Sonny's Barbecue, John.
That's when I was born, according to Denise.
68.
Denise
Johnson
knows
Mills,
my birthday.
Yep. We love us some Sonny's, and we do have in hand, John. We'll be giving away.
We got real ones.
There's
No
more-
IOUs.
no IOUs.
These are not IOUs. These are legit. They might accept these. These are the real
I can
deal.
imagine walking into Sonny's.
Oh my God. IOU. I'm telling you, those guys at We Be Tailored said this is good.
Yeah.
Very, very good.
Oh, Lordy. Well, John, we've got a few spotted buys here. Let's see.
Yeah, we should have done that and got filmed at a Sonny's taking an IOU, and you filmed it and seen what happened. I walked straight in there and go, here you go.
Yeah.
What are these good for? Not a dang thing.
Who's that?
That's a sea bass welder.
Is it?
Yeah.
What's he got?
He's got something in his glasses that's black and white with fins on it. Oh,
Yeah.
he's a sheep herder.
He's a sheep
Sea bass is a sheep herder.
There you go. So we spotted Casey. Now, that's not the only fish Casey caught because he messaged me and said, hey.
Dale got an IOU. Dale got an IOU.
I thought it was Doug. Was it Doug or Dale?
I thought Doug got an IOU.
Somebody
Doug
did.
got an IOU. Oh,
Well,
man.
I'm gonna have to sneak it in the bag there.
Oh, my gosh.
But Casey messaged me. He says, hey, you guys were talking about Permit and Pompano one time, right? I said, yeah, we've talked about him a lot. He said, well, I got this thing, and I said, bro, just send me a picture.
Did he miss that? He missed that episode.
No. Well, I don't know. But
He missed that
he
episode.
thought it was a Pompano, and it was
a
the Pompano.
Pompano.
Yeah,
Well, no,
so
he
got
watched
it.
it.
So, yeah, so he got it as the Pompano
I
and
thought it was
sheepshead.
Dale. Dale would have tried using the dang thing. Got us all in trouble. Dale would have filmed it. Look, it doesn't work.
No, I received coupons.
Yeah, see, but thank you. Hey, Dale will accept more.
Yeah. All right.
Oh,
John.
man.
And then we spotted Dominique right there. He's doing a little evening fishing right there.
Right for dark redfish.
Yeah.
Like them right for dark redfish.
And then we spotted that fella right there. And that's Thomas.
Now, how does he have one of those?
You know
That's
what?
impossible.
You know what that fish has got in his mouth right there?
Flare hawk. That's a flare hawk, right?
That's one of these coveted.
That's a flare hawk made by our girl.
Yeah. Carrie's custom rod jig right there.
Carrie's custom jigs.
So,
They love.
and I'm not
Cobia.
I'm showing this to the camera, and that's like, no, you can't see us right now. But yeah there we go.
Cobia, love that thing.
Yeah. So good call.
That was my first time catching one. No, I don't blame you there, Casey. Because you don't want to keep something it's your first time, and that game warden go, excuse me. I'm like, And then We Be Telling guys told me that was legit. Who dey?
Take what you hear on this show with a grain of salt.
That's right. Who dey?
We are not responsible. We are I think on the highlights it says we are an entertainment.
That's right.
show,
Yeah.
not an educational.
Strictly for entertainment purposes only.
But I mean, it was decent. I think he said it was 13.5 to the fork.
That's a nice
so,
bump. Yeah, that's a good eating.
And then Thomas said that he caught a bunch of sheepshead as well, but he sent the grouper because of Karrie's custom rods jig head.
He got two over 24 inches, and that would have been the boys' limit in dinner. And then here we are with no keeping them.
Mm-hmm.
It's just disgusting. It disgusts me.
Are you disgusted?
I'm disgusted.
Wow.
Because it's disgusting. That's why I'm disgusted.
What's the rumor trade say our season's going to be this year? You always seem to be on the pulse of the rumor train. That's what the rumor train's saying?
That's what it's going to be.
No.
I'm telling you.
No.
I'm telling you.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Maybe for the commoners, the regular people. Us guides are going to get 6 months. I feel it.
No.
Hey,
you've got a better chance at walking outside and a lottery ticket falling in your lap as a winner before you'll get 6 months of commoner catch a group of freaking deals.
Lottery ticket, Coke,
and you've got a better chance of getting one of those sitting out on the porch with a passerby named Shaniqua.
Casey, I've only caught one myself with Eric. Which Eric was that? Was it this Eric?
You don't remember that pompano?
I don't know.
I don't remember that pompano.
I don't remember what I did yesterday.
Oh, I know.
All part of that getting old.
Getting old.
Oh, man.
So I can't believe Heather chimed in because in Italy, I would say it's probably 3 in the morning. She's watching our show at 3 in the morning.
Cool.
That's just so she can see me.
Aw.
Not the tall guy.
But I'm adorable. John, let's get into it. Speaking of adorable, look at those fuzzy things.
Somebody
right
needs
there.
to clip those suckers.
Yeah. Can you tell which one's the male, which one's the female?
The little one's the male, the big one's the female. Am I right?
I don't know.
The little one's the male, the big one's the female. You want to know why that is?
I was very precocious on how I was going to position these two things.
It's the baby. It's a baby.
I was
if you would
like,
have one
no,
with
I
his
better
mouth
not.
shut and one with his mouth open, the one with his mouth open would be the woman. I'm
You're getting us in a John, we have a lot of women that like the show.
I'm going to be in trouble. I'm lying. Here we are running our mouth talking about that. So see, I'm wrong.
I was going to be creative and but I was like, no, I better not. I better just be just put these here cutely. Not in a provocative sense.
Not one on top of the other one. That would be the male, and that would be the female. Well, no, not in today's age. You never know.
You would have been able to tell.
Yeah.
It was a nice day of catching until my engine quit running.
Yeah, and then nobody would tow him in.
Man, you had to tow somebody in. That's the boat you want to tow in. It doesn't weigh anything.
He only had to be towed like 800 feet. You think somebody would help to do. We're not talking a long way here.
Yeah. Did he have a trolling motor?
Casey, do you have a trolling motor? I don't know if he does or not on that boat.
I don't know.
It would probably make it go 7 mile an hour with trolling motor because that
boat don't weigh nothing.
That boat lightweight. Yeah. And Casey ain't heavy, so freaking that's a lightweight boat.
So not only did we go out on charter, I think it was Friday or Saturday. I don't remember which day it was, and then we smoked them. I mean, it was fantastic. But then you start to see all the posts and combination of things going on. If you've looked at the tide this past week, the tide has been very minimal in its transition. I mean, there's very little I know a lot of people inshore are complaining the water's not even moving, which for inshore is not a good
not
thing.
A good thing.
But when you're out there playing with the those are the Gulf of America pliers. Can you see that on there?
It's got the old Florida flag on it.
Yeah, but
I was just playing with them.
But it's Gulf of America that's on there.
I didn't mean to stop. Carry on.
But did you see it?
I did.
Oh,
Carry
okay.
on.
Yeah.
I mean, to stop you
Show
dead in your
them.
tracks.
Show them.
Look,
You're going to win them tonight. They can't see Gulf of America on there. Oh, don't do
Watchy,
that.
watchy. Y'all want to see something funny? Watch that out.
But yeah, so it just kind of went. It's like they're finally on because we've been going out. We've been doing okay, and when I say okay, you're doing okay at best. But it finally turned on. On that offshore bite. I imagine probably even in I see
everybody was catching.
Thomas was in that vicinity out there where you kind of, you could see a barge in the background. I'll just put it out in that way. So, I mean, he was doing well at that depth. We were in that 30 to 35 foot depth, and they were doing well. And it was just
that was the right moon and the right tide. That was everything it was supposed to be. And
all
it
the stars
perfect.
aligned.
Yep.
Now that they're doing it, it might be another week. Probably tops week and a half, where it'll be that good.
There's probably not 2 to 3 weeks left of this, and then it's over. I mean, that's about it. They're about done. Then they'll make the transition back to short point, and you can catch them there.
Yeah, but they're there limited time only. They're not there for a period
2
of time.
days.
They're,
2 days.
They're there, and boom, boom, boom.
They'll come in to catch their last little bit of eating,
but
and then they'll break out.
That is fun catching them there.
It is fun catching them there.
But yeah, just wanted to show you. I mean, like I said, and again,
those are some stuff.
I don't know how many people still do it, but back in the day, when we would go as guides and we would go out here on the spawn and catch the sheepshead, we always had it, even when the number was bigger. You can keep 8 now, but even when the number was bigger, as a guide, we were like, look, we're doing 5 per person. They're out there spawning. We want them to spawn. We want there to be enough out there to still make sheepshead babies so we can come back and get them again next year. So we cut these folks off at 30, and that was, I mean, dude, they went home with 3-gallon bags of sheepshead fillets.
Poor man's lobster.
Yeah. Well, we talked about that, and I tried that. Cutting, so I don't know if anybody remembers, they talked about a poor man's lobster, and it was taking the sheepshead, cutting it into strips, boiling it, and then you dip that into butter like you would lobster. And if you've had lobster, you knew that wasn't lobster. I will tell you, it was about as good as imitation crab. If you like the orange imitation crab, which is not good,
like it.
But if you like that, you think that's crab, then it was probably poor man's lobster, that the sheepshead tasted like.
I like it, but 2 hours later.
Yeah. The artificial or the real stuff?
Artificial.
Oh, yeah. Well, the artificial is just really fish parts and pieces.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
It comes out in more pieces.
Yeah. Imagine so.
It's been reconstituted a couple times.
So what does Thomas say? Didn't see them schooling like usual, though. Most times they follow each other up. Okay.
Yeah, monkfish is the poor man's lobster. Now, monkfish did taste good. They had it at Publix one day. I bought it, and then they didn't have it again. I was like, you suckers.
Now, one thing that you have to realize with sheepshead is if you drop and you get bite, everything's great with the world, and then it just kind of stops, just be patient.
They'll come back around.
They're swimming around the rock. That's these sheepshead. That's what they're spawning. They're out there making babies. They're spreading their seed all over the place. So they're gonna go around, and then in a few minutes later, they're gonna come back and bump, So just be patient. It's sheepshead's a game, if you will. It's a game of inches. Because you can hook a sheepshead, or you could almost had them by this much.
There's one thing you definitely won't want to do when you're sheephead fishing is jump in the water. Swim with them.
Well, there's usually predators or Goliaths.
No.
Yeah,
Your nickname will be Eileen.
Yeah, well, possibly. Yeah, that's nasty.
But
that's why you'll always see I wear my bibs. I don't take my bibs off.
You don't get Eileen.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. I always wear my bibs when we're doing that because you're trying to unhook them and the faucet's on.
Yeah.
You always try to point it away.
You're holding the fish and the next guy next to you is going, hey.
Yeah. They were spreading some seed when you brought them up.
See, they're heavy. That's when the moon is right and the tide is right. They really Sheephead are spawners. Now that's a fish that's why there's a lot of sheephead out there. They really, really spawn.
They do.
Yep. Redfish and sheephead are two big spawners.
So, one of the big ways and easy ways to catch those, where a lot of people won't get tangled or do whatever, is get that heavier jig head with, the smaller hook with a heavier jig head, like 1.5 ounces, something along those lines that you could just put your shrimp on and you just drop that to the bottom. Nothing gets tangled. Worst you're going to do is hang up in the bottom. That's real easy. I like the drop rig, chicken style rig. Usually I used to say it's because it's hardly hard to even get it stuck. You can usually, if it gets caught in the rock, you can bounce it once or twice and it comes out. But this past trip, seemed like for an hour, all I was doing was rigging. I was like, I don't know what y'all are doing, but y'all are killing me.
29 ounces of weight later, Eric's like, that's expensive.
I started joking with him. I'm like, I don't normally charge for tackle. It's in the price, but there's going to be surcharge. By the end of the trip, it was surcharging for everything.
Surcharge. Man,
we had a lot of fun.
I'm not talking tip here. I'm talking extra $50 to tackle. Yeah. Fluorocarbon. You don't use fluorocarbon though when you're out there with them, do you?
Yeah, I still do. I still do. Yeah. Because that's not the only time I use mono anymore is if I've got it on the top water, because that mono tends to float better than the fluorocarbon sinks. So that's about the only time I use mono anymore. Which there's still a time and place for mono. If you're trolling things like that and you need a little bit of stretch, mono's the way that you want to roll. But had some questions, and I, like I said, I was planning on, there it is, being here all alone. Yeah, I was kind of being here all alone, but John showed up, so it was like, all right. But I'm still gonna had some questions on how I rig and tie, the drop rig. And when I say drop rig, it basically means you've got a bank sinker on the bottom and your hook's hanging up, a little bit above that, so, and then it's tied on to the braid.
I still don't know how to tie one of these, so I'm going to watch.
Yeah.
I have no idea how to tie that.
So, I've got a piece of leader here, right
kind
here.
Of big leader?
Yeah, well, it is, but I'm trying to,
what weight is that?
Show the people. This is
that 800 pounds.
This is for, this is the drop rig for the Goliath. When you hand line them, you've seen that, right?
The rope.
So basically, you just got to, you got your loop, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm going to try to do this. It's really thick to do this, but, and again, this is just an example. But you bring this around. Boy, this is really thick. Woo! But you would want to do that and take this and run it through twice, but this is really thick and going to be hard to do.
Make it twice.
But then you pull it tight.
What's that do?
So this is your bottom loop.
For what?
You stick that loop through the bank.
And then turn it around.
Pull it back through itself. And while you got that there, you come up a little bit higher.
Make a little loop.
Do the same thing here.
And then your eyelet goes through there.
And then and again, you're wrapping this through twice. I just can't do it with this rope and half. And then you take that. And you take that, you push it through the eye of the hook and then wrap it around him. So you got a hook here and you got a weight down here and you just drop that thing. Like I said, you can clip the little tag in here, but that goes to the, and that is that's kind of how you rig the drop rig. It's really, like I said, this is hard to tie because it's super thick, but it is a really easy knot, to do. You could do it relatively quickly. That part, the most time consuming part is putting the braid on the fluorocarbon. That takes a second, but it's just two, like I said, overhand knots.
Two overhand knots and boom, hook, sinker.
And like I said, that works out real well. The weight goes straight to the bottom. There's no tangle. I love a knocker rig, but if you don't let that knocker rig down slow, the weight goes down way faster than the bait, and then it twists. And so if you know how to use a knocker rig and you let it down slow, it's great.
Have you ever freelined them?
Sheepshead, not on purpose.
I don't think I have.
Yeah, I haven't.
Yeah, I don't think I have.
I've gone jig head, lighter jig head, and done that, but an actual free line, like we do.
Because I think a sheephead, when they're swimming around, are not necessarily looking to eat. So a free line probably would be out of the position because they're in that circle. So if you either got it in that position, you'd get the hit, but it'd probably be too far gone.
It would depend on how you position the boat.
To free line them back into the circle.
So let's say somebody's on the rock that you want to be on, but you went up a little ways ahead of them and jumped a little bit and just kind of, you know, it's just like, hey, look,
I got one.
Sheepshead,
under their boat.
Sheepshead season, people know where the sheepshead are at. You know, so you just got to expect that you're going to be surrounded by other boats. I mean, that's just, you can get upset about it. You can do what you want to do, but, you know, again, people are going to come in on you. And it's just, you know, there's a few rocks, and, you know, as long as everybody gets along and everything, it's no big deal. But, you know, you always get somebody, you know, who's going to get their feelings hurt, like, you know, got the whole ocean and you want to be right here. Well, you're right where all the sheepshead are. You know? So that just kind of happens, you know. And some of the structure is way big enough to have several boats on it, you know. So for those rocks that are like that, or wrecks, or whatever the case might be. So you guys got any questions on sheepshead before we start giving stuff away? You know, like I said, great eating fish, pain in the ass to clean. I use the Filletzall.
You use that Filletzall blade.
Somebody walked by Pete's Pier the other day and said, is he cleaning fish with a Sawzall? Yep.
Yeah. When
Yes,
there's
I am.
30 of them to go and Eric's ready to go home, he's got to clean a boat. Yep. He's doing it. Imagine that one.
So that does make, you know, and it's still somewhat time consuming, but it's not as, you know, time consuming if you were just going at it with the old fillet knife there. So,
All right, no questions.
Yeah, don't look like we got any questions. You're going to get to go eat. John, what are we giving away tonight?
I'm not going to eat this, but it's good. This right here brings the sheephead in.
Officially.
And the grouper. And the snapper. And the grunts. All the good stuff.
Nice.
Jim's Jigs.
Nice.
No IOUs, baby. Straight up coupons.
There you go.
A killer pair of pliers from Cap's Cove with Gulf of America.
It says Gulf of America on there.
It's so funny, but people don't even know why that happened. Quick history lesson. It only happened because Biden did executive orders we couldn't drill in the Gulf of Mexico. So Trump said a joke. We'll change the name to Gulf of America and we can drill, baby, drill.
And then here we are.
That was the whole point. It wasn't nothing about really changing it, but he was going to change it so he could drill. Just a little history lesson for you there, guys. And what Eric's been selling all over and all the stores are now accepting. Just like that.
So we got a couple of questions. Donna tuned in right here at the end. She just wanted to tune in to win something.
I think she did. I think Donna just tuned in to win something. Hey, y'all.
And look, Laura's on there, says you're right. I don't know what we're right about, but Chris did have a question, and he says long shank hook. What I like to use for that drop rig is the, what are they? They call them the O'Shaughnessy. The Mustad O'Shaughnessys, whatever, which has a longer shank to them. And I just use like a tube. Point. I use a tube.
Small.
It's not very big.
You want them to get it in their mouth.
Sheepshead's mouth is not huge.
Yep.
And just like you got everybody wants to grab the big shrimp for, you know, like grouper, or they want to grab them for big redfish. Smaller your bait is, the easier he's going to inhale it and get it, you know, up in there. If you got a big old shrimp, they're going to pick on it. You're going to miss them, and then he gets all the shrimp. Yep.
Off of one shrimp. You'll have 6 bites and no sheephead.
Sheepshead is a different breed.
Well, hello, Donna. Glad you came in to say hi to us.
Yeah.
Just saying hi.
All right. Question? Well, there you go. So tonight's question. Well, yeah, no, well, I do. You guys know how we do. We got the Captain's Cove bucket. We got the 5 sheets of paper right here. I'm going to ask a question. The first 5 right answers we see are going to go in that bucket. And John's going to pick a winner. All right. So, not that long ago, just a few moments ago, showed a picture of my clients holding sheepshead. I need to know, in those pictures, how many fish total were in those pictures. There was 2 pictures on the same page. I need to know total, what were the number of fish caught?
Hey, Siri, how many fish were on Eric's picture? 49. That's a lot, Eric. Hope that's not the number. Did Kev Dog really count it? The numbers are coming in, Eric.
Yeah, numbers.
They're coming in
are
fast.
coming in.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Laura just tuned in.
Yeah. Laura's like two. No, Laura, they did better than that. 2. Did somebody actually get it?
Yeah, somebody did.
Oh, that's insane.
Yeah.
Shane. Somebody actually got it. 132.
Woo, Casey.
Breaking the
That's what
law.
I'm talking about.
Breaking the law. Breaking the law. Breaking the law. Sam's getting more tickets. Breaking the law. We're breaking the law.
See that when they can't Siri it, bro. Look at them.
They have no idea.
Struggling.
They're struggling. He's on the struggle bus.
And one of you did get the right answer, but I'm not telling you who.
One person got the right answer. 132.
Yeah, that's not it.
That's not the guy. That's not it.
Oh, some of you are close.
They're beating all around the bushes.
Yeah. They're going back, going
man.
1, 2,
Guy.
3,
Yeah.
4,
Yeah.
5. Oh man. Let's see. I wonder if he actually wants me to consider that answer, but I'm gonna pass. He's got too much in there.
Yeah. Too much in there.
Oh, there we go. We got another. The husband and wife duo. Let's see here. Oh, we've got 3. Man, they're closing in. They're figuring it out.
Closing in.
They're figuring it out.
They're closing in.
We need 2 more. Tyler, you were close.
There's one more.
Oh. Let's see. And boom.
North Carolina.
Yep. All right.
North Carolina
So the
representing
answer we were
in the
looking
house.
for was 39. 39 fish in total right there. So if you got 39, you'll probably be in the bucket. We got Christie's in the bucket. Dale is in the bucket. Thomas is in the bucket. Denise was the first one in the bucket, and Tyler. All right.
There's some mixture of people there.
It is a mixture of people. That is correct.
5 different people. It's a mixture of 5 different people.
Yeah. See, when you're live, you just cut that dumb stuff out.
Wow.
All right, John.
I didn't cuss.
One. I like the Siri questions better. All right, you got just one? Just one says.
The guy that films really good.
Yeah, the one. Dale. He makes a good. So he gets coupons again tonight.
Yep, coupons.
Wow.
He gets real coupons. And a nice set of pliers. And some jig heads and Q8 baits.
Well, congratulations, Dale. You did it. Way to pay attention or way to copy
way to go back
Denise's
and
answer.
count.
Yeah.
Way to go back and count. Way to listen to your wife.
We'll take it how we could get it. All right. Well, we got through the end of another one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Had some fun. Look at Laura. Congratulations. Oh, man.
Laura's being so sweet tonight.
Chris, congratulations. Our Taylors, they're the best.
They're the bestest. They're the bestest.
There you go. All right. Look at Denise thinking she's going to get to eat some of that barbecue. Dale's going to go take it and eat lunch while you're at work.
Oh, dang. Snap. That's not nice, Dale. Because it's right down the road for where she works at. Sonny's is very close to where she works at.
Let's see.
So he should come pick her up and take her to lunch.
So hold on. What's Patrick got to say here? I've been using the Q8s from Cedar Key Bait and Tackle, out fishing live shrimp 3 times in a row. There you go, Patrick. Good job.
That do happen.
Nice. Yeah,
that does happen.
And like I
Seen
said,
it.
the Cedar River or Cedar Key Bait and Tackle opening up here probably in the next week or so. Keep an eye on it. They'll be right there. So, all right. Gonna go see what is that?
Mrs. B in Bellevue.
Oh,
No, the Bellevue Sunny's.
All right, well, good deal. All right, everybody. We Be Tailing is brought to you by Shasty McNasty Fishing,
Cove Outfitters.
Jim's Jigs,
Filletzall Blades.
Aquatic Nutrition,
Q8 Super Baits.
Karrie's Custom Rods,
And Jigs.
State Farm.
Native Nautical Mailboxes. Dead life. Power pole. It's all out of background. Sea bass welding.
Sonny's barbecue.
That's where he's going. And Hippo Head Hotel.
All right, there you go. All right, we'll see everybody next week. Peace out. Be safe out there. Catch lots of fish. See you next week.